is hypnosis real? Let me just start off with that basic. Is hypnosis real?
Okay. So, is hypnosis real? Now, yes, 100% hypnosis is real. It's an everyday experience that everybody experiences. You see, what will happen is someone will come to me and they say, oh, you know what? I've never been hypnotized. The reality is, it's like someone coming to me and saying, I have never exercised. Just because a person has never been to the gym, it doesn't mean that you've never exercised. Because if you've walked, if you've carried shopping bags, you've done a little bit of exercise, right? Everything is kind of exercise, like in that sense. And the same with hypnosis, everything is kind of hypnosis. The only difference is if you went to a gym, you do a lot of things in a short, compressed space of time. Does this make sense?
Yes.
And that's the same with hypnosis. We do natural things that occur, but we do it in a shorter space of time. So we stack things upon each other to get a bigger results. Just like exercise in a gym, you do natural things, but we stack it. We increase the intensity so that you get a bigger result. So hypnosis is 100% real. Why do I say that it's real? You, David, have an unconscious mind as well as a conscious mind. I have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. For example, right now, you're nodding your head, right? When we were talking, you were nodding your head, even you smiled. Did you actually tell your brain, head move side to side, or head move side to side, or lips go up? No. There's an autopilot part of your mind that handles a lot of these things, right? Yes. And so hypnosis is about speaking to your unconscious mind or your autopilot. And we all have an autopilot. We all have an autopilot, otherwise you wouldn't survive, right?
Yes.
Your brain would be overloaded because you'd literally have to say head nod, down, up, right hand move up. You know, we can't, our brain can't process all of these things all of the time. So with hypnosis, yes, it's 100% real. Is it what you think it is? That is a separate question. Because a lot of people think hypnosis is something that it isn't. They think of hypnosis as I'm under your control kind of thing. But that's very not, that is very untrue. If people have meditated, guess what? That's a form of hypnosis.
Exactly.
It's a form of hypnosis. It's a natural form. If you've gone to the cinema and you stopped paying attention to the people in front of you, guess what? You were hypnotized to a certain degree. If you've ever played a game and you're looking at pictures and sounds on a screen and the car goes to the right and you go like this, you've been hypnotized.
Yep.
So everybody has been hypnotized to a certain degree in one way or another. So yes, hypnosis is very, very real. It's just not what it is in the movies. And just like, how do I put it? Like a fight, you know, if someone has a little bit of a scuffle, in the movies, it's very exaggerated, right? If somebody overcomes a little bit of a challenge, people overcome challenges every day, but when people make a movie, they exaggerate things. And that's the same with hypnosis. In movies, they exaggerate it. Also, a stage show is a different kind of exaggeration, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So
Sure. Now, I know you just touched on the unconscious and the conscious. I'd like you to deep dive a little bit into that, primarily because there's a lot of people out in the mass out there, they understand this term, the unconscious state, the subconscious mind. Can you just distinguish between those two, the differences there?
Okay, cool. So your conscious mind is the part of your mind that is the critical thinking part. Okay, if you needed to calculate things, if you needed to analyze certain things, if you needed to process in the here and now, that's what your conscious mind is responsible for. Okay, right. Your conscious mind is limited in certain things, but it's also got its uses. It's think of having a computer. You have your hard disk and you have your RAM. Your RAM is like the short-term memory that helps you do quick tasks. But then you also have your long-term memory, which is your hard disk. In your brain, your unconscious mind has your memories. It has your emotions. It has your habits. It has so much more. So let me ask you this. If someone thinks that, oh, but I don't have, or I've never been hypnotized, or I don't have a conscious, unconscious mind. Here's the reality, right? Have you ever wanted to do something, like, or you wanted to quit something, but there's a part of you that also wants to do it? Have you ever said, no, I shouldn't eat cake, but there's a part of you that wants to eat cake? Guess what? You have a conflict. Your conscious mind is telling you one thing, your unconscious mind is saying another. This is why some people have trouble quitting smoking, right? Because consciously they're processing, it makes logical sense that, yes, I need to quit smoking. But as a habit, which is an unconscious habit, people are smokers. So there's a bit of a conflict. This is what happens. So understanding both your conscious mind and your unconscious mind is very, very powerful in terms of helping you to get results.